Uber's partner drivers are now treated as workers. But what does being a worker mean? And what are the new protections? Why are drivers now treated as workers? The Supreme Court judgment provided a clearer path forward to a model that gives drivers worker protections along with the flexibility they value. We have, therefore, made some important changes that mean as a driver, you can benefit from new protections without losing your ability to choose when and where you drive. What does being a worker mean for you? A worker is a classification that is unique under UK employment law. Workers are not employees, but are entitled to protections, including the national living wage, holiday pay, and a pension. You will remain self-employed for tax purposes and should continue to complete an annual tax return. About these new protections. Earnings guarantee. All drivers are now guaranteed to earn at least the national living wage. This will apply from the time between when you accept a trip on the app to the point at which the trip is completed. This time is called engaged time. You will continue to be able to work with other apps when not driving in engaged time. Your earnings payment will be calculated and applied on a weekly basis. Every week, we'll check if your previous week's earnings, minus expenses, including vehicle running costs and congestion charge, are equal to or greater than the national living wage. If, once expenses have been deducted, your earnings over the weekly period are less than the national living wage, you will receive a payment to meet the earnings commitment. Of course, tips are always extra, and there's no limit for how much you can earn. As drivers, you will also receive an additional payment of 12.07% of your earnings every week to reflect your right to paid holiday. Why 12.07%? This is the percentage calculated to reflect the fact that a worker is entitled to 5.6 weeks holiday each year. Given that drivers have complete flexibility as to when and how to work and take holiday, this is the most appropriate way to calculate holiday payments. Pension scheme. All eligible drivers will automatically be enrolled into a pension scheme, with contributions from both Uber and drivers. Once the pension is set up, participation in the pension scheme will be completely optional. When will I start to receive these additional protections? Since April 22, 2021, payments are made on a weekly basis and can be found on your pay statement under the line items Statutory NLW and Statutory Holiday Pay. What is not changing? There are no changes to your current free insurance that covers sickness, injury, and maternity and paternity payments, which has been in place for all drivers since 2018. You will continue to have total flexibility, meaning you can choose if, when, and where you work, while accessing new protections. To learn more, please visit the Help section in your app.